Okay, hello everybody. My name is Mei. I'm very honored to present my experience in this mentorship program. And this was my topic, career advice and soft skill development. And I have to say I was informed of this very last minute. So this whole presentation was made yesterday night. So excuse me if there's mistakes of misalignment or misspellings. First, I would like to introduce a little bit of myself. I used to be an industry designer for 4 years, and then I made a career switch to UX. I started with small clients, so I made some websites and apps. I was very happy at that time because I could cover a large process in the whole design process. So I could do researches, wireframe, visual design, product testing, and then communication is also easy because the stakeholders are just usually one or two. So when we discuss about things, we really target one goal. So everything was pretty okay. And I've been doing this for 2 years. Then I decided maybe it's time to join a team again. So I joined a design team in a big corporate. Then I was really confused. I'm still working on this project. It's a really big and complicated project. It has been developed for 3 years and still not launched yet. The old version of the product was delivered to 12 countries with 45 million users, so it's really huge. I find it really difficult to present and defend my ideas because there are just too many stakeholders from different countries. They have different business contracts, different organizations. And during a meeting, everybody wants different things and everybody's arguing. And by nature, I'm a very sweet person, so I find it's I find it's really hard to push my idea through to this bunch of people. And I also find I have very limited responsibility. So before I worked on small project, I have big responsibility. Now it's big project, but I only have tiny responsibility. And of course, our product owner thinks he's a better designer than we are. So he often comes with not a design requirement, but already a design solution. And sometimes we just still have to work on it, knowing that it won't work, but just to show that he's wrong. So very often, I feel I'm being used as a tool, but not a designer with a brain. And also, I find the recognition is very low. I was hired as an external designer, and I worked very closely with one of the internal designer. So he was very happy with my work. But with time, I find that only him and a few direct colleagues recognize what I can do, and other people don't know what I'm capable of. So overall, I'm a bit frustrated, and I feel my design didn't get the attention that it deserved, and I didn't get the credit I deserve. And people kept leaving the project because they didn't like it, so we keep hiring new people. But I kind of take this chance as an opportunity to develop my non-design related skills. And it's funny, at that time, there were some younger friends of mine. They just started working, and they were asking me, oh, what do you think about this? And then I could give them opinions of work advice. I was thinking, how great would be that there was someone like this, but for me. So there comes the Ladies at UX mentorship program. So I was thinking, this is totally something for me. So I joined, and I was matched to Anna. She's not here today, but she's a very open and very talkative, very happy person. And she already made it very clear in the beginning that she's not gonna teach me something, but rather I have to figure out what I want, find out what the problem is, and try to fix it, and she would give me advices. And sometimes I feel I'm kind of stuck in a little area, and by talking with her, it kind of pushes open a door. So it's quite amazing just by talking, and it actually works. And I made some small actions. The actions are so small and so feasible that I have no excuse not to do it. I'll share you some of the examples I did. First, I started with a louder voice, And I noticed just by tuning my voice a little bit higher, and also kind of bring my gesture more open and forward during a meeting. And it really works because people think I'm more confident, so they're really listening. And she also suggested that if you have these problems, look around you, see who's doing really great in this area. And so maybe he or she can be your role model. So I looked around me and I talked to the senior in my team. He was a little bit nervous in the beginning because I asked him to talk in private. So I expressed him the problems I had, and then he said it's a problem he also recognized in his earlier career stage, but with time he kind of grew into a stronger figure. So now he's very assertive, but in a nice way. And so he didn't give me much practical advices, but he did give me positive feedback. He thought I was a very happy girl and I always want to talk what's in my mind. So he was actually surprised of the way I feel there. And then he also tried to take care of me. Like sometimes I'm hesitating, should we discuss about this during the design meeting? And he was like, yes, let's discuss this. And you can also practice your assertiveness. And I also try to form a really solid and strong opinion or advice to give to my colleagues. And I notice more people come to me, so in that way I also have more responsibility. And I'm also mentoring in this program. And while doing mentoring, I also find out it's actually a really good way for me to comb my knowledge structure, really think about it, articulate it, and bring out in a very easy way. During the process, Anna she had contact with a career coach, so she also introduced the coach to me. So I'm also talking to the coach now to see where that can bring me to. So all in all, my takeaway from this mentorship program, so these are my goals that I want to continue in developing. So being more assertive, having a stronger presence, and having a stronger influence in my working environment. So this is an ongoing process that I'm gonna keep working on it. That's everything about me. Thank you very much.